Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this hat here. I love the color of it. I think I'm going to wear it a lot. It does have a bit of detail as far as post stitches go and a little bobbles sticking out. They're not too visible because of the yarn being so busy. If you wanted those to show up more, you could use a solid color. But I think that I like it a lot. The yarn's beautiful. It fits really well. This would work well for a man or a woman, and it probably fits about 21 and a half inch head, I would say. So what do you say? You want to go ahead and get started on this? Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to give you a little close-up view here of it real quick. So I would consider this an advanced beginner hat. You're going to need to know how to do a single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, working from the back, because we do turn it and work from the back. That's what makes these little poofs stick out. You're going to need to know how to do front post double crochet and back post double crochet. I hope I didn't intimidate you, because I think you can do it. I know you can. So grab that hook. Let's give it a try. Okay, for this project I am using Premier Woods. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. It's a 100% acrylic, medium weight number 4. Of course, you don't have to use this yarn. Any medium weight number 4 will work. And there's 170 yards per skein, and that will be enough to make the hat. The color I'm using is called Sequoia. And then I'm going to be using a size J, which is a 6mm crochet hook. Okay, we're going to start off with a slip knot on our hook. This is the first time I've ever used this yarn, but the color for me is really pretty. Alright, so we're going to start off by working a chain of 4. And then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. Now, if you prefer to use the magic circle here, that would work too. I never use that, but you're more than welcome to. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to be working through the center of the ring. And we want to work 12 double crochets through the center of that ring. Now that chain 1 we did does not count as a stitch. It doesn't count as anything. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and yarn over and go in to the center of the ring and draw up a loop and then do my double crochet. And that's my first double crochet. I want to do that 12 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, once you get your 12 double crochets done, you can usually pull your tail and close up that center circle a little bit more, and then later we can sew it together the rest of the way. So at the end of round 1, I'm sorry, you'll have 12 double crochets. We're going to end by slip stitching into the first double crochet that we made. Like that. Now we're going to start round 2 by chaining 1. And we're going to work right back here into this very first stitch here that we just slip stitched into. And we're going to work 2 double crochets into that same spot. So there's 1 and 2. Now I'm going to work around and I'm going to put 2 double crochets into every single stitch. So 2 into the next. And then 2 into the next. Two into the next, and we're going to continue putting 2 double crochets in every stitch all the way around until we get back around to our starting point. Alright, I've made it to the end of round 2, and you should have a total of 24 stitches now. Now we're going to go ahead and end again by slip stitching into our first double crochet. Just like that. Now we're going to start round 3 by chaining 1. And we're going to put 1 double crochet right there in that very first stitch again. Just 1 double crochet this time. Now the next stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Just like that. So we're going to kind of repeat that now. So we're going to put 1 double into the next stitch. And then the next stitch, we're going to put 2 doubles into the same stitch. Again, we repeat by putting 1 double into the next stitch and 2 doubles into the next. And we're going to keep repeating this pattern all the way around until we get back to our starting point. 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double, 2 doubles, all the way around until we get back to the beginning. Alright, I've come to the end of round 3. Now your last stitch should have been 2 double crochets there into that last stitch, and now you should have a total of 36 stitches. So we're going to go ahead and end round 3 by slip stitching into our first double crochet. And now we're going to move up to round 4. So we're going to chain 1. Now what we're going to do is put a double crochet into the very first stitch again. Just 1 double into that very first stitch. And then we're going to put 1 double into the next stitch. So we got 2 double crochets there. 1 in the first, 1 in the next, and now the next one we'll get 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Just like that. And that's kind of the repeat now for round 4. We're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So there's 1 double into the next, 1 double into the next, and then the next stitch we'll get 2 doubles into the same stitch. Oops. And then we'll go ahead and repeat it again. 1 double into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1. Go to the next one. There's another. So we put 1 double there, 1 double there, and then the next stitch we're going to put 2 doubles into the same stitch. So that's the repeat now for round 4. 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles. 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles. All the way around until you get back to your starting point. Alright, I've come to the end of round 4, and now you should have ended again with 2 double crochets into that last stitch, and you should have a total of 48 stitches now. So we're going to go ahead and end round 4 by slip stitching into our first double crochet. And we're going to work on round 5 by chaining 1. Now we're going to go ahead and put 1 double crochet into that very first stitch. And then we're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 double into the next, 1 double into the next. So with that, counting that first double crochet, we have 1, 2, 3 double crochets in a row. Now the next stitch will get 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And that will be the repeat now for round 5. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 2 doubles into the next. 1 double into the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, and 3, and 2 doubles into the next. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this pattern all the way around until I get back to my starting point. There's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 doubles into the next. Alright, I come to the end of round 5, and you should have ended again with 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and you should have a total of 60 stitches now. So we're going to end by slip stitching into our first double crochet. So now we have the crown of our hat made. So now we're going to start working on the main part. It'll start to go downward hat shape now. So what we're going to do is chain 1. So we have 60 stitches, okay, at the end of round 6. What we're going to do now is work 1 double crochet in every single stitch. So we're going to go right back into that very first stitch there and double crochet. And I'm going to work around putting one double in every stitch until I get back to the beginning. We're not putting 2 double crochets in the same stitch anymore. We're done doing that. We're just going to work one double in every stitch until we get back to the beginning. Alright, I've come to the end of round 7, and I still have a total of 60 stitches now. So I'm going to go ahead and end round 7 by slip stitching into my first double crochet. Now rounds 8 and 9 are just a repeat of round 7. So for round 8, you just chain 1, go right back into the same stitch, and work 1 double crochet in every stitch. So I'm going to work 1 double in every stitch until I get back to the beginning. And at the end of round 8, I'll have 60 stitches still. And then I'm going to want it for round 9, I'll chain 1, and I'll do it again. 1 double in every stitch. And when I make it to the end of round 9, I'll still have my 60 stitches. So I'm going to continue working rounds 8 and 9, 1 double in every stitch. And I'll meet back up with you when I finish out round 9. Alright, I still have 60 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet. What we're going to do is chain 1, and we are going to turn our work. So we're going to be working on the back side of our work now. So we're going to go into this very first stitch here that we slip stitched into and single crochet. Single crochet. Just like that. And now we're going to go to the next stitch and we're going to work a triple crochet. So that's where we yarn over twice, go into the stitch, and then you drop a loop and you yarn over and go through the first 2 loops, the next 2 loops, and then the last 2 loops. And now we're going to repeat that. So we're going to do a single crochet into the next stitch and a triple into the next. Single crochet into the next stitch and a triple into the next. Single and triple. And that's what we're going to repeat all the way around. And I'll tell you why we're working on the back. When you turn it back over to the front, you can see it makes little bitty bobbles, tiny ones. And that's what we're trying to achieve, but you have to work on the back side of your work in order for that to work. So I'm going to repeat the single crochet, triple crochet, single crochet, and triple crochet all the way around until I get back to my starting point. Alright, I'm coming. Still should have 60 stitches. My last stitch was a triple crochet, so I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into this first single crochet that we did. Just like that. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work back around. And you can see the little bobble things. Now we're working on the front side of our work again. So I'm going to start by putting a double crochet into that very first stitch that we slip stitched into right there. And I'm going to work a double crochet in every stitch around. So double crochet on top of that triple there, and then a double crochet right here into this single, and then the double crochet into that triple, and then into the single. The triple you might have to flip just a little bit because since it's scrunched up, but I'm just working 1 double crochet in every stitch around until I get back to my starting point. Alrighty, I've made it. And you still should have 60 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet. Now we're going to work some post stitches. So what we're going to do, we're going to chain one, and we're going to go ahead and work one double crochet right back into that same stitch. Now this next stitch we're going to work a front post double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, and instead of doing the double crochet in the top of the stitch, we're going to do it around the post of the stitch, from where the post is on the front of your hook, like that. Now the next stitch I'm going to do a back post double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go around the post for the back, like that, to where the post is now on the back of my hook. And then I'm going to do my double crochet. And then I'm going to do a front post double crochet into the next stitch. And then a back post double crochet into the next. A front post double crochet into the next. And then a back post double crochet into the next. It's front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, and then back post double crochet all the way around. Just going to keep repeating that until I get back to my starting point. Alrighty, in my last stitch was a front post double crochet, and I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet. 60 stitches still. So I'm going to chain one and turn my work. So I'm going to put a single crochet right there into that very first stitch that we slip stitched into. So now we're working on the back side of our work. Now the next stitch right here is going to get a triple crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, triple crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, triple crochet. And this is what we're going to repeat all the way around. Single, and then triple. Single, and triple. And we're going to repeat this pattern, single, triple, until we get back to our starting point. Triple crochet was my last stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first single crochet. 60 stitches total still. Now I'm going to chain one and turn my work back around. Now we won't be turning our work anymore. That's the last time. We are going to double crochet into that very first stitch. And we're going to work one double crochet in every stitch around. And I'm working one double in every stitch. When I get to the end, I will slip stitch, and I'll have 60 stitches still. I'll always have 60 stitches from now on. And then I will chain one and start again. Alright, I have made it to the end of round. Still have 60 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet. Now you can try your hat on and see if you want it to be a little longer. If you do, you could do a row of single crochet. Normally I would do that, but I think I'm just going to leave mine the way it is right now because I think it fits me pretty well. But so once you get done there, you just want to go ahead and clip your yarn and then hide that tail. And that's it. That's all there is to it. I like the yarn. It's pretty cool. I guess the decor of the yarn, I guess, took away a little bit of the design. Maybe in a solid color, you would be able to see that better, but I still love it because I love these colors together. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. It wasn't that bad, was it? I hope you were able to follow along okay. Don't forget to check out all my other tutorials. I have hundreds of tutorials on YouTube. And if you look over there to the right-hand side, I'm going to put a playlist of all my other hats so you can check them out. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any videos that I put on. I don't just do tutorials. I do all kinds of things regarding yarn. Yarn talk and tutorials. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a good day.